Have you guys ever made a mistake? Ever done something that was maybe wrong? I don't know what it was, but did you feel like you messed up sometimes? To begin something with big plans and ideas only to get it wrong again and again. The founders of our church knew that Jesus was coming soon, and they knew that they had studied the prophecies of the Bible, and that the Bible foretold all of that. But they had studied and studied with the best of intentions, but they missed a key part, and they had actually picked a date for Jesus to come back in 1844. But even though they got that wrong, God had a really special plan for them. He had an important purpose and message for them to share with the world. Now, we can't go back to those moments and see what it was really like to go through the great disappointment, but we can kind of imagine what it was like based on the mistakes that we make sometimes, and maybe the embarrassing things that happen to us, that we can help us to get an idea of what the early Adventists felt, and how God can take our failures and our mistakes and that He can use them for good things. He has a plan for each one of us, even if we feel like sometimes it's hopeless.
Look, I made such a fool of myself yesterday. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I was prepared, but I totally messed up.
Hey Matthew,
What's up?
you look like, well, like someone punched you in the stomach and stole your M&Ms.
What are you talking about? I don't even like M&Ms.
Oh yeah, right. You know that's weird, right? Not liking M&Ms. But hey, I guess I can say you look how I would look if someone stole my M&Ms. So what's up?
I completely embarrassed myself yesterday at school. A few weeks ago, I read in the school newspaper that the drama group was looking for troopers. I wasn't exactly sure what that was. So in my next class, I wrote it down in my notebook. Then later that afternoon, I looked it up in the dictionary, and it said that trooper was a police officer or a private soldier. And since my uncle is a police officer, I figured bonus. I knew this audition was going to be easy. So later I talked with my uncle, and he told me some stuff that I can say and do to be, authentic.
Sounds like you were totally prepared for the audition. I mean, you did work with an expert. So what's the problem?
That's the thing. I spelled trooper wrong. I made myself look like a complete loser at the audition. As soon as I could escape the auditorium, I found an extra copy of the school newspaper. I looked through it and I saw that trooper was spelled Trouper. I had spelled it with 2 O's instead of a U. A trooper with a U is an entertainer, not a police officer. It kind of explained a lot with all the jugglers and singers in the audition.
Ouch. Well, hey, I'm sure it's not as bad as it sounds.
Thanks for trying to help me feel better. But it was horrible.
Seriously, it couldn't have been that bad.
Oh yeah? I'll show you. It was painful. Jeffrey gave me a copy of the recording he made for Miss Johnson. The whole thing is on here.
Welcome, young ladies and young gentlemen. I'm Miss Johnson, and this is your chance to shine. To help me decide who gets to perform for the upcoming Trouper show, I've selected a panel of judges from the community. Let me introduce them to you. They are all amazingly talented. Our first judge is the award-winning producer and incredibly successful businessman, Rutherford Harris.
Yeah, hi.
So thankful that you were able to take time out of your busy schedule to be with us, Mr. Harris. We are also thrilled to have James McDean with us. He's an amazing musician and an all-around nice guy.
Thank you, Miss Johnson. I'm happy to be here.
Finally, we are so proud to have the multi-platinum singer and actress, Catherine Fromeyer, on our esteemed panel.
Am I late? I try never to be late, but it takes at least 2 hours to look this good. But I can't be preyed to paparazzi.
Nice.
Now that you have all met the judges, we will begin with the auditions. Auditioners are going to wait backstage so they cannot see anyone else's performance. My assistant, Jen, will bring them out one by one. We wish them each a fabulous audition. Our first auditioners are two youngsters who have been singing together since back in preschool. Jen, are they ready?
Yes, ma'am, here they are.
Good. They're going to do their own rendition of a popular kids number.
A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You two are definitely talented. What do you think, James?
Very good. Lots of potential. You definitely have my vote.
Well, you don't need my vote. I guess you're in, kiddos.
Our next auditioners are two drummer boys. Bring them in for us, please, Jen.
Did we do good, huh?
No, you're actually horrible. You didn't even keep a rhythm.
Okay, moving on. Jen, are we ready?
Give us 10 seconds.
Okay, our next act is a trio of gymnasts who have been training with one of the coaches of the GCA Acroflyers.
'Cause I hear a voice and he calls me redeemed. When others say I'll never be enough. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world.
Fabulous ladies. Really, really good. You obviously have our votes. Really good.
Fabulous! Like my tiara.
Our next auditioners are two lovely young ballerinas.
Excuse me? I didn't mean to be rude or anything. But is that all you can do? Twirl in a circle?
Well, excuse me. You know nothing about talent. And nothing about ballet. You will look hobo in a tutu.
Mr. Harris, please remember that these are just children. It's not like they're trying out for American Idol. Okay, moving on. Our next auditioner will demonstrate her juggling skills for us.
Wow, that was amazing. I wish I had that type of talent.
It was good, but it would have been better if you juggled knives or ice sculptures. That would have been better.
Ice sculptures? Really? Is that even a thing?
I don't think she has any clue, dear.
I'm sure she can work on that if she can find ice sculptures. So let's move on to our next auditioner. Young man, what talent are you going to share with us today?
Excuse me, what did you say?
I asked you what talent you were going to entertain us with.
Well, I thought I was going to audition to be a police officer for the play, and yeah, and I talked to my uncle about it, and I know how to direct traffic, and I know how to say, "Stop thief!" And well, yeah, and I know how to handcuff people.
Okay, that's nice, Matthew, but I don't think I want to be handcuffed right now.
Did you read the announcement? We're looking for entertainers, not actors. Maybe he can't read, Rutherford. It's okay, little boy.
Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. I guess I just misunderstood. I think I'll be going now. Even worse to see a replay. I couldn't have embarrassed myself more, I don't think.
Well, you can feel good that we were definitely prepared. Not for the right part, but we were prepared. Oh, look, there's Miss Johnson.
Oh, great. I wonder what she wants. I definitely don't think she wants me to demonstrate my handcuffing skills.
Hey boys, hope you're having a good day. Matthew, I want to talk to you. Although you didn't come prepared to entertain us yesterday, I feel that you can still play a part in the upcoming talent show. You demonstrated that you knew how to direct traffic and control a crowd, so we'd like to put you and your uncle in charge of parking, if you'd be willing to help out in that way.
I'll have to talk to my uncle about that. But can I just let you know in a few days?
Sure. I'll see you boys at school tomorrow. Bye.
You know, that'd be a cool job. I know it's not what you're planning on, but it still uses the new skills you were working on with your uncle. It'd be kind of fun to tell people what to do and stuff. Stop right there! Don't move a muscle!
Yeah, and how about stop thief? Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'll have to talk to my uncle and see tonight. Thanks, bud.
Matthew prepared for the audition. He prepared to the best of his ability, but he kind of missed the point, didn't he? Still, Miss Johnson saw talent in him, and she had another job for him. This experience reminds us of the Adventist Church. William Miller and others had been studying the Bible, and they believed that Jesus would come back on October 22, 1844. And when he didn't, a lot of people stopped believing that Jesus was even coming. But some studied the Bible even harder. And for those who studied, they found that they had mistaken a piece of the puzzle. When they read that Jesus would cleanse the sanctuary, they thought that meant the earth. But they learned that that verse meant that Jesus was actually entering the heavenly sanctuary at that time and was starting to review the book of life in preparation for coming again. We all make mistakes, and sometimes we misunderstand things. But Jesus can turn those embarrassing moments into good if we let him. You guys can go back to your seats now. Thank you.